Hi everyone, my name is Mahmood Sheikh and welcome back to Unix shell programming tutorial series. In today's video we are going to discuss about writing a shell program to print the Fibonacci sequence. So before coming to today's topic, I just want to tell you guys that if you guys like this video, click on like button, share it with your friends, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and if you guys have any questions then let me know in the comment section. Now let us start our discussion. As you can see here, when this program gets executed, it will ask you to enter a number. Then let us suppose I have entered 6, then it will show you 6 Fibonacci numbers starting from 0 to 5. So how these Fibonacci numbers gets printed? Initially the first value gets added with the second value and you will get the third value. 0 plus 1, you will get 1. Okay. Next time second number gets added with third number and you will get the fourth number, which is 2. Then third number gets added with fourth number and you will get the fifth number, and finally fourth number gets added with the fifth number and you will get the last number. Okay, so in this manner each and every number of a Fibonacci sequence gets generated. Okay, so as I am asking the user to enter the limit or enter a number at the very beginning, so in our program we need to create one variable which will hold that value. So I will create a variable, let us say n. Okay, so how we can generate this output? So first we will create two variables, let us say f1, and I will initialize 0 to it, and I will create f2 and I will initialize 1 to that variable. Okay, now as you can see here in this output, one task is getting repeated again and again, and that task is adding the previous value with the next value. So whenever we are performing some specific task again and again, then we must use any of the looping construct. You can use either for loop or while loop. I am using for loop here in this example. So I will start a for loop, and that for loop gets started with the initial value of I equals to 0 until the value of I becomes this limit 6, becomes 6, I is less than 6, semicolon I plus plus bracket close. Okay, next when the value of I was 0, yes, here I will write down that value, I equals to 0, 0 less than 6, condition gets satisfied and condition becomes true, control will come inside the for loop. Now I will print echo space hyphen n option because I want to display the output to next lines. Double quote dollar f1. Okay, so f1 is our initial value which is 0. Okay, next what I will do, I have printed now first number of our output 0. Now next I will add f1 with f2, okay, to find out the f3, f1 plus f2. Okay, 0 plus 1, 0 plus 1. Okay, I am adding the first number with second number to get the third number. Okay, and the third number gets stored inside f3. Next what I will do, I will pass f2 to f1. Okay, next I will pass f3 to f2. Okay, like this in this loop I will be changing the value of f1, f2 and f3 to perform this addition of each and every numbers. Okay, so here this is do, and here at the end done. Okay, so now let us see how this particular concept works. So when the value of I was 0, this f1 value which is 0 gets printed. Okay, next we will be performing these three statements. f3 equals to f1 plus f2. f3 is equals to f1 is what? f1 is 0, f1 is f2 is 1, so 0 plus 1 and we will get 1. Okay, next f2 is 1, that gets passed to f1. Now f1 becomes 1 and f2 is equals to f3. f3 is what? f3 is 1 and F3 gets passed to F2. Okay. Next, control goes back to for loop where I gets incremented by 1. I becomes 1 now. Okay. Control comes inside the for loop. I is less than 1 is less than 6, so condition becomes true. That's why control will come inside the for loop to execute this statement echo hyphen and $f1. So $f1 was 1, so 1 gets printed here. Okay. So next, these three instructions gets executed. F3 equals to F1 plus F2. Now we need to calculate the new F3. F1 was 1, F2 was 1. So 1 plus 1, F3 becomes 2. Okay. Next, F2 gets passed to F1. F2 is 1. So F1 becomes 1 and F3 gets passed to F2. F3 is 1. So yes, F3 is 2. Okay. F3 is 2. So that gets passed to F2. Now we have two different values stored inside F1 and F2, 1 and 2. This is 1 and 2. Okay. Next, control goes back to for where I value gets changed. I becomes 2. 2 is less than 6. Condition becomes true. Control comes inside the for to print F1. Now this F1 gets printed, the third value of our output. Okay. Next, for the value of I equals to 2, these three instructions gets executed to select two different values for F1, F2 and F3. So F3 gets evaluated first. F1 plus F2. F1 is 1, F2 is 2. So 1 plus 2 we will get 3. So F3 becomes 3. Okay. Next, F2 gets passed to F1. F2 is 2. So that gets passed to F1. F3 gets passed to F2. Just now we have calculated F3, right? That value of F3, which is 3, gets passed to F2. Okay. Next, control goes back to for again where the I value gets incremented by 1. I becomes 3. Okay. Now 3 is less than 6. Condition becomes true. Control comes inside the for loop to print F1. Now F1 is 2. So this 2 gets printed, which is our fourth value of our output. Now for the value of I equals to 3, these three instructions gets executed to calculate new values of F1, F2 and F3. So F3 is equals to F1 plus F2. F1 is 2, F2 is 3. So 2 plus 3, 5. So F3 becomes 5. Next, F2 gets passed to F1. F2 is 3, right? So 3 gets passed to F1. Next, F2 is equals to F3. F3 gets passed to F2. So F3 is 5. So 5 gets passed to F2. Okay, this is 5. Next, control comes back to for where I value gets incremented by 1. Now I becomes 4. So for the value of I equals to 4, condition gets checked. 4 is less than 6, condition true. Control comes inside for to print F1. F1 is 3. So 3 gets printed, which is the addition of these two. Okay. Next, these three instructions gets executed. F3 equals to F1 plus F2. F1 is 3, F2 is 5. So 5 plus 3, 8. F3 is equals to 8. Next, F2 value gets passed to F1. F2 is 5, that gets passed to F1. Next, F3 gets passed to F2. F3 is 8, so F2 becomes 8. Okay, control goes back to for where the I value gets incremented by 1. Now I becomes 5. For the value of I equals to 5, condition gets checked. 5 is less than 6, condition true. Comes inside, control comes inside the for to print this F1. So F1 is 5. Now 2 plus 3, which is 5. We'll get 5 here. Okay, F1 is 5. Now these three instructions gets executed. F3 is equals to F1 plus F2. F3 is so F1 is 5 and 8. So F3 is equals to 13. Next, F2 gets passed to F1. F2 is 8. So F1 becomes 8. F3 gets passed to F2. F3 is 13 gets passed to F2. Okay, next control goes back to for, where I value gets incremented by 1. Now I becomes 6. Okay, for the value of 6, condition gets checked. 6 is less than 6? No. Now condition becomes false. So when this condition becomes false, control will not come inside the for, and none of these instructions gets executed, and we will get this output 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, so this is how this entire concept of Fibonacci series works. I hope you guys understood this logic. So I will be using the same concept to write the shell program. I will start the shell program using the shebang statement usr bin bash read -p, enter the number, say n. Okay, next I will initialize 0 to F1, 1 to F2. Next I will start the for loop, 2 brackets, I is equals to, and I will start this for loop with the initial value 0, semicolon, I is less than n, which is 6, I plus plus, do, next I will print echo space -n space double quote dollar F1, then F3 is equals to, yes, dollar F1 plus dollar F2. Next I will pass F2 to F1 and then F3 to F2. Done. Okay. So this is everything about Fibonacci series concept. Okay, so that's all for this video, guys. I hope you guys understood the concept. If you guys like this video, click on like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and if you guys have any questions, then let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching.